Hey, hello everyone. This particular portion is called "Don't Be a Dreamer, Be a Doer." I came up with this particular one, and this is actually I kind of credit this to my father. He actually gave me this, and it changed my life forever. A little bit about this background behind what I'm saying, and this is a true story. I grew up in Alabama in my high school years. I grew up in Alabama, uh, Auburn, Alabama, and I moved there from South Carolina. My dad actually used to work for a manufacturing company, well-known manufacturing tire company, um, and he told me, him and my mom, they used to always talk about starting their own business and being their own boss. And he told me, uh, you can do anything you put your mind to. So my dad used to work for this particular manufacturing company. I'm not going to call any name, but he took an early retirement and started his own business. Him and my mom started their own business. I looked at dad. I was probably 15, 16 years old. And I looked at dad. I was like, wow, he's making great money. And that was back then in the early 90s. And he said, well, I can do it myself. If I'm working for somebody else, then guess what? I'm making somebody else rich. When I can do it myself and make myself rich and better my family life. And that was one of my key things of doing it. That's something that they dreamed about, that they made happen. I seen that growing up. I seen the struggles that they had. Another particular instance is I was married at a young age. I was in the military, and I used to tell my ex-wife. I used to tell her, I used to dream about and tell her about my dreams and what my aspirations. And back then, I said I was going to be a billionaire. I didn't know how I was going to get there, but back then I would say I was going to be a billionaire. And you know, I knew that I could do it, but I didn't follow through. All right. So fast forward 10, 11 years. I'm 30 years old because I got married at a young age. I'm 30 years old. So my dad told me something that changed my life forever. When I mean changed my life, I stand by this now. All right. He told me, son, stop being a dreamer. He said, it's great that you dream. It's great that you have aspirations, but start being a doer. He said, people don't respect dreamers, but people respect doers. Give you an example. I used to, when I was married, I would tell my ex-wife I'm going to do something, and then I don't follow through with it. In essence, she couldn't trust me to do what I need to do because guess what? I told her one thing, but I didn't follow through. If you follow through with things, my dad specifically, it wasn't like he was fussing at me, but he was more so giving me words of advice because he'd been through it. I was still learning how to be a man, trying to find myself, trying to find what direction I would go in life. So, in essence, he told me, he said, women respect doers. He said, your wife respected doer. If anything, if you tell a person your word and you don't do it, they won't respect you. He said that goes with for your wife. If you tell your kids you're going to do something, you make sure it's done. And they will respect you because they know if daddy say he going to do something, he going to do it. Changed my life forever. It's okay to dream, but dreaming without action is dead. Just like in the Bible it talks about faith. Faith without action is dead. You can say, oh, I believe in the Lord or I believe in whatever. But faith without works is dead. So what I'm telling you today is Don't be a dreamer, be a doer. And successful people are not dreamers, they are doers. They had a dream at one point, but they took that dream and put it into action. One thing you can sit here and say, I should have did this. Now, I used to say, oh, I have regrets. I should have did this. I would have been in a lot better situation if I was a doer back then. But I can't say that because one thing that's you can't change is time. Time is constant. Although I went through that at a young age, and I can reflect back and say, if I would have made different changes back then, things would have been differently now. But I say to myself, I wouldn't have changed a thing. Because guess what? That gave me all the ammo I need for the future. All the hurt, all the pain, all the trials and tribulations that I needed for the future. And it really let me come and put things in perspective when my dad told me when I was 30 years old. I tell him that all the time. You changed my life. At the point, people don't have, their father in their life, and I was fortunate to have my father in my life. But he changed my life forever. So what I'm telling you guys, in order to be successful in life, in whatever endeavor you want to take on, don't dream about it. Well, I'm not going to say that. Don't dream about it. I say dream about it, but also take action and do it. Don't be a dreamer. Be a doer. Y'all have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys later.